were all watching the figures clustered in the centre of the grassy arena. The group contained a number of senior dragon lords, and among them were Liort and his brother Liartes. The former was still rubbing his legs, with small grimaces of pain. Slightly to one side stood Liesa and Hrun, with some of the woman's own followers. Between the two factions stood the Wyrmberg's hereditary lawmaster. "As you know," he said uncertainly, "the not fully late Lord of the Wyrmberg, Greychar I, has stipulated that there will be no succession until one of his children feels himself, or as it might be, herself, powerful enough to challenge and defeat his or her siblings in mortal combat."
Yes, we know all that. Get on with it," said a thin, peevish voice from the air beside him. The lawmaster swallowed. He had never come to terms with his former master's failure to expire properly. Is the old buzzard dead, or isn't he? He wondered. "It is not certain," he quavered, "whether it is allowable to issue a challenge by proxy." It is, snapped Greychar's disembodied voice. "It shows intelligence. Don't take all day about it."
"I challenge you," said Hrun, glaring at the brothers, "both at once." Liort and Liartes exchanged looks.
"You'll fight us both together?"
said Liartes, a tall, wiry man with long black hair. "Yeah."
"That's pretty uneven odds, isn't it?"
"Yeah, I outnumber you 1-2. Liort scowled.
"You arrogant barbarian."
"That just about does it," growled Hrun. "I'll—" The lawmaster put out a blue-veined hand to restrain him. "It is forbidden to fight on the killing ground," he said, and paused while he considered the sense of this. "You know what I mean, anyway," he hazarded, giving up, and added, "As the challenged parties, my lords Liort and Liartes have choice of weapons."
"Dragons," they
said together. Liesa snorted.
"Dragons can be used offensively, therefore they are weapons,"
said Liort firmly.
"If you disagree, we can fight over it." "Yeah," said his brother, nodding at Hrun. The lawmaster felt a ghostly finger prod him in the chest. "Don't stand there with your mouth open," said
Greychar's graveyard voice.
"Just hurry up, will you?"
Hrun stepped back, shaking his head. "Oh, no," he said. "Once was enough. I'd rather be dead than fight on one of those things." "Die, then," said the lawmaster, as kindly as he could manage. Liort and Liartes were already striding back across the turf to where the servants stood waiting with their mounts. Hrun turned to Liesa. She shrugged. "Don't I even get a sword?" he pleaded. "A knife, even?"
"No," she said. "I didn't expect this." She suddenly looked smaller, all defiance gone. "I'm sorry."
"You're sorry?"
"Yes, I'm sorry."
"Yes, I thought you'd said you were sorry."
"Don't glare at me like that. I can imagine you the finest dragon to ride."
"No." The lawmaster wiped his nose on a handkerchief, held the little silken square aloft for a moment, then let it fall. A boom of wings made Hrun spin round. Liort's dragon was already airborne and circling around towards them. As it swooped low over the turf, a billow of flame shot from its mouth, scoring a black streak across the grass that rushed towards Hrun. At the last minute he pushed Liesa aside and felt the wild pain of the flame on his arm as he dived for safety. He rolled as he hit the ground and flipped onto his feet again while he looked around frantically for the other dragon. It came in from one side, and Hrun was forced to take a badly judged standing jump to escape the flame. The dragon's tail whipped around as it passed and caught him a stinging blow across the forehead. He pushed himself upright, shaking his head to make the wheeling stars go away. His blistered back screamed pain at him. Liort came in for a second run, but slower this time to allow for the big man's unexpected agility. As the ground drifted up, he saw the barbarian standing stock still, chest heaving, arms hanging loosely by his sides. An easy target. As his dragon swooped away, Liort turned his head, expecting to see a dreadfully big cinder. There was nothing there. Puzzled, Liort rt, t,